Howdy, this is Ranger. Welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. We're here to check out castles and coasters. This is a small park that is typically only open at nighttime, so definitely check the hours before you come out here. So out front here in the parking lot, we have this ropes course. Now this ropes course is actually included with your park ticket. You can get into the park without paying admission, but you do have to have a wristband riding the rides, and this is included with that. It's not an additional upcharge. Nice two-level ropes course. Now here is a main arcade building, the castle as it were. I think there's a couple of other buildings that sort of have a castle theme. So by this ropes course there's also a zip line that goes back and forth. Down here by the golf courses, mini golf, there are 4 different courses in here. So you can see the prices for all the ride passes. Some of these include some combination of go-karts and mini golf as well. Here's a map of the park. The golf course section takes about 40% of the area of the park. But this is a nighttime park, so that kind of makes sense. There's a couple of roller coasters, several other rides. So the main arcade building, I'd have to say, really nice. There's 2 levels. This upper level, which I'm on, goes all the way around. Lots of newer arcade games. You can buy your tickets over there at those kiosks, and also, there's also a 5D cinema simulator ride over here. This costs $5 and is not included on the park rides admission. Exiting the arcade, we go down the Midway to the Rides and Stuff Pavilion. This is a little indie go-kart ride. Features an amazingly cohesive theme with race cars which have Pepsi products on them, palm trees, a chuck wagon, and Danica Patrick's Formula One car. But it's actually a fun little go-kart ride. The karts are pretty old. Mine didn't steer very well, probably needs a suspension job, but you look at this here, it goes all the way through this Desert Storm roller coaster and a lot of the other rides. It's very pretty. There's some good turns. Also, this is included with your ride's admission ticket, so definitely hop on the go-karts when you come out here. So this is the Desert Storm roller coaster. This is about 80 feet tall. This is the tallest and fastest ride here at the park. This is a Hopkins roller coaster, the same company that built the Texas Tornado at Wonderland and Dragon at Adventureland in Iowa. There are 2 inversions on this roller coaster, a double loop. There's this turnaround in between. It goes in and through the go-karts. Coming to the second loop now, there's a pretty intense cutback here. This isn't just a straight vertical loop. There's a pretty harsh cutback to the right, which has some nice forces. Then you turn around and go back through the middle of the loop, and then go through a full helix before heading back to the station. This is a pretty good ride. It's pretty forceful. There's a little bit jerky in the back, but otherwise it's relatively smooth for how old it is. And when you finish here, you get a nice view of the castle on your right and the Walmart straight ahead of you. So if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you want to check out this fun house. You see there's stranger stuff inside. It costs $2. Does not come with your pass, but it's worth the $2. Some very simple effects. The floor shakes. There's one of those tubes that rolls all the way around, makes you feel kind of crazy. Definitely worth the $2 easily. There's a couple of spinning kids rides over here as well. The splashdown is the log ride. You see some of this piratey thing here. Although this looks a little bit too much like Johnny Depp, I think. Hopefully the mouse lawyers don't see this. So this log ride is actually pretty good. There's 2 drops on it. There's this smaller drop, this turnaround, and then this bigger drop. So you get a little bit more wet on this than typical log rides, but that's okay because it's always ridiculously hot here in Phoenix. You don't get super wet though. It's just a little bit of splash to the face. So the area adjacent to this splashdown has this very nice fountain here. Also a carousel back there, and a large frog hopper type attraction back there. The Sea Dragon is a swinging ship ride. Go up and get a little bit of airtime. It's on its way down now. The Ramrods is this bumper car ride. It's an interesting little ride. It's not one-way bumper cars, which is always great. There's these posts in the middle to sort of complicate things. This is the Magic Carpet. I think this is a Music Express ride. I think it is. Goes forwards and backwards. Nice lighting. The Patriot is this small roller coaster here. It's the only roller coaster I've ever seen that you're immediately granted with a spiral staircase to go over the station. So this ride isn't very tall, 20 feet, maybe not even 20 feet. But it's pretty forceful though. There's a couple of helixes on this and some pretty intense head choppers as well. Well, I got a little bit sick just on one ride. You do go around twice here, but this helix, especially the second one, is pretty intense. This is the Skydiver Freefall ride. These are pretty intense. You look up and you can't see the top, and it drops without warning all the way to the bottom. I say this every time I see these, that these really are scary rides, and it's true every single time. So it goes up, drops. There's also this Bumper Boats ride. This is included with your ride's wristband. So wrapping up here at Castles and Coasters, there's plenty to do here. So the top level pass is $45. You will need to get that pass in order to do all of the major attractions, including the 4D theater and the go-karts and the fun house. That might seem like a lot for a park that's this small, but you can get multiple re-rides. This Patriot roller coaster and the Desert Storm roller coaster are pretty good rides, particularly the Desert Storm coaster. So I feel like it's worth the $45. I would check out this place if you're in the area. I wouldn't do anything crazy like fly out here if you live on the East Coast or anything like that. That would be a little bit crazy. But this is a fun little park though, a little hidden gem we found here in Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you very much for watching this review of Castles and Coasters. I'll see you next time. Please subscribe to our channel, see all of other great content. Listen to the In the Loop podcast, and I'll see you next time. This is Ranger signing off from Phoenix, Arizona.